Good evening all and welcome to another video on All How the Ale. It's Saturday night, which means it's craft beer night, and the beer we're going for tonight is from a small northern brewery of the religious order. They're Northern Monk is this one. It is their Faith in Futures double dry hopped Hazy IPA, and it's a 6% beer. It doesn't really tell you too much on the side of the can at all. You've got your ingredients list, which is water, malted barley, wheat, oats, hops and yeast. And you get a little bit about the Faith in Futures shenanigans. It says, Faith in Futures, drink beer, help others. Each can sold of this beer includes a donation to our Faith in Futures Foundation. By drinking this beer, you're helping us to support people, places and communities. And it says in 2022, we celebrated the milestone of having donated more than £50,000 in grants since its creation. So big props to all involved in that one. So without further ado, let's get this out into a glass. Gotta love the artwork that Tank Petrol's put into this one. You know, the air. I've seen a few of the cans that they've done in collab with Tank Petrol. It's brilliant artwork. Brilliant artwork. So 6% double dry hopped hazy IPA, right up my alley into the Northern Monk glass. The pour is hazy for sure. We're not going to go nuts on the pour. We're just going to go for about there. There will do nicely. So we have a pale orange beer, reasonable haze, nice tight white head. That's your beer up close in a glass. Hopefully it's going to focus. Don't think it wants to. You can see my boat race. Anyway, yeah, that's your beer up close in a glass. It's as good as we're going to get, ladies and gents. It looks all right, doesn't it? Yeah, it looks like a nice hazy double dry hopped IPA. Lovely head retention, nice roll on it. It's a whiff. Citrus, lots and lots of mandarin. Stone fruit, but dominated by the big mandarin notes. It smells hoppy. There's a bright sharpness around some of those citrus notes as well. It smells lovely. It does. Let's be honest, it does. So, looks good, smells great. Let's have a taste. Cheers. Tastes all right. Tastes all right, that. Body's on medium. Carbonation is nice. Ever so slightly spiky, but smooth. And by spiky, it means when the carbonation, it does burst. You feel it. I know it sounds weird to describe bubbles bursting in that manner, but that's kind of what it is. And the flavour, whilst on the nose, it's quite dominated by the mandarin. Whilst that is there, it's not dominant. It's quite a level playing field, very quite balanced with the citrus, a little bit of stone fruit. It doesn't taste as hoppy as it smells. It's quite balanced, quite sweet. And by balanced, hops and malt. It is a sweeter beer. It's not overly bitter, but it's not that thing. But it's all right. It's all right. The finish is sweet and juicy. Kind of expected, given the flavour. It's missing that chew. It needs just a bit of oomph. I've had better beers of the style. North Brewing's Lost Cosmonauts, for example. Similar beer that you used to be able to get in the supermarkets. Don't know if you still can. Haven't seen it for a long time. But that was a brilliant double dry hopped IPA. It's not a bad beer, that. Not a bad beer. Not going to set the world on fire or anything like that, but it's a drinkable beer. So, as always, we're going to go to the scoreboard of joy, which says that there have been 6,500 check-ins to this beer, 10 from people I know. 3.84 average overall, slightly higher from those who I know at 3.9. Where do I put it? Well, as always, my FIF TP DDH IPA bored of joy. It's currently blank. So let's give it some points. Start with the visuals. Top it off again just so you can see what it's all about. It's a nice colour beer. It's a nice head on it. It is a decent looking beer. There's nothing to dislike about that. It's all right. So I'm going to give it a point. As always, honesty and integrity are important. The aromas, again, are decent. It's a decent scent strength, dominated by the mandarin. Little bit of stone fruit behind it. And as you get through all of that, you get a little bright citrus, almost lemony note. It's a decent one. It is a decent one. Cannot fault the aroma. It's having a point. It implies good things. The body, medium, smooth but slightly spiky carbonation, and a decent overall mouthfeel. Anything to dislike? No. It's having a point. And the taste is where it starts. I don't want to use the term unravel. It doesn't really unravel. It falters. The aroma promises big things. It promises big mandarin. It promises a decent amount of hop. But the flavour is a little flat. It's missing. It's missing something. Like I say, it could do with a punch of that mandarin, that you get on the nose, that real orangey, zesty, vibrant tone. But instead, it's quite generic, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's a safe, easy drinking beer, and it's pleasant enough. It's just not going to set my world on fire. Yeah, there's better beers of the style. It's good, is what it is. So it's going to sit at the 0.5. And the finish, it's sweet. It does the job. It's juicy, reasonably hoppy, but not massively so. And it's not very long-lived. It's gone. And again, I just want more of it. I like what's there. It's just not enough of it. Again, it's good, but it's not very good. It's not perfect, so it's going to go down the middle at the 0.5, which means that the Faith in Future's double dry hopped IPA has got 4 out of 5 from me. So pretty close to the average overall. Not too bad. Would I buy it again? Truthfully, I'm going to say no, I wouldn't, because, like I say, there's better beers out there for the same sort of money. And it was, what did I pay for that? About £3, £3.50 in Tesco, something like that, which leads me onto the value for money. I know things have gone up. There's no escaping it in this modern world. But I can't help thinking that this one is slightly overpriced. So no, I don't think it offers great value for money, and it cannot have the bonus point because it didn't get a full 5 out of 5. So the Faith in Future's double dry hopped IPA from Northern Monk has got 4 out of 5. So there we go. It's not a bad beer, I was talking it down a little bit, but I'm just being honest. It's a tasty enough beer. It's a safe fridge filler type beer, for those who want to try something a little bit different, maybe never experimented with craft beer before, and want something that's just going to go right down the middle and not sort of go one way or the other and upset people's kind of taste preferences. So yeah, it's a decent all-round introductory craft beer. There we go. That's what I think of it. I'm going to leave it there and say, that's been the beer. I've been me. Those down there are the buttons. You know exactly what to do with them by now. You've got your like, comment, dislike, and subscribe. Choose any combination of them as you wish. And I will see you again soon for another one. Bye for now.